Hi, this is Christy with Christy's Clarinet channel, and today's quick tip is going to be on hand position. And so I want to start with just having the student shake out the left hand to get it nice and relaxed. And as we're shaking it out, it's kind of in this downward position, and then just have them bring it across the clarinet to the holes. We want to put the thumb at an angle to the register key here, not straight across, not straight up and down, but at an angle to this register key, so that when we're playing it, all we do is just shift the weight to open the register key up here. Okay, so angle to the key, and keep the thumb hole plugged whenever you're using that for the note or when you're playing with the register key. Then your first finger goes in the first hole, second hole, third hole. And again, they're angled kind of slightly down. The pinky is going to rest here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Then the right hand, it comes more straight across at the clarinet. Your thumb goes under the thumb rest, and you want to make sure you're not way in here by the, by the thumb and not way out on the tip. So kind of find a happy medium there by the knuckle, and that's going to be how you hold the clarinet right here. So when we're holding it, we're using the thumb rest. We're not going to use the right hand under these keys, because if you rest the clarinet and try to hold it with the side keys here, this bottom key, maybe even the two, will be pushed slightly upwards and out of place, and that'll cause you some problems when playing. So keep the fingers wrapped around, not lodged under there. Make sure that the pinkies aren't flying out when you play, and they're not tucked behind keys. I've seen people tuck them behind. I've seen them sticking them out, and you don't want either one of those. So we're going to plug the first hole of the right hand, second and third, and then the guide position that I like to use is on the low E, or if you're using the register key, it's called a B in the clarion register. And so it's the bottom key here, and then the inside key of the left hand pinky keys. And so that's my guide, or my home base position, that I like to teach students to. Even if you're not playing that note, let's say you're playing an A, I still want my hands ready to be able to play a B or a low E right after that. You can have them shift the pinky to a different key if that's the next note coming up, on either side. But basically the home base is going to be on the E or the B hand position. So the other thing I wanted to mention is that when you're playing the clarinet, you want to have it at an angle like this. And so the bell's not going to be brought in by your lap. It's going to be kind of out there by your knees. So if I pull back here, you can kind of see. And there's that low E note that I was talking about for the guide position of the clarinet. So that's my quick tip for the day. Make sure your students maybe even use a mirror so that they can make sure that they are in the guide position, so they can see it. They can see if they're making sure the holes are plugged. A lot of times they're going to be overlapping or just not quite sealing, and it's usually these ring fingers that are not covered. Sometimes it can be some of the other things here. Maybe they're leaning on a key here in the left hand. So just make sure they're nice and curved or rounded, like a C shape in the left hand there. And you can also even use the C shape here, but the fingers will just be more straight across than angled. So that's a quick tip for today. Good luck and play pretty.